discussion. For Ivanka, it was a reminder of her family's reach. For Jasmine, it was a chance to call that influence into question. The host moved on. What do you see as the most pressing issue confronting Americans today? Ivanka spoke first, carefully measured. Stability, tradition, leadership. Every word meticulously chosen. Then Jasmine spoke, forceful and direct. She didn't glance at cameras. She addressed Ivanka, then the audience, giving voice to those often ignored. The contrast was stark. Ivanka rehearsed and poised, Jasmine genuine and uncompromising. The studio air thickened. Even the host seemed to sense the moment's gravity. Ivanka leaned forward, her tone icy, eyes narrowing. Why don't you go to Africa first and attempt to comprehend things there? Her words cut through the air like a blade. A thinly veiled dismissal meant to belittle. Silence followed. The audience absorbed the sharp jab, unsure if it was a suggestion or a mockery. But Jasmine didn't flinch. She leaned slightly forward, calm and steady, and asked, "Tell me, Ivanka, is Donald Trump your father or your husband?" Gasps swept through the studio. The host's pen fell. Ivanka's smile faltered. Jasmine let the silence linger before continuing. "This chronic shade you're throwing doesn't belong here." The audience understood immediately. Jasmine wasn't here to be dismissed. She didn't need to raise her voice. Her quiet command spoke volumes. Ivanka tried to laugh it off, stumble through a remark, but the audience was no longer listening. The power had shifted. Jasmine sat back, poised, her tone steady. "This isn't about me leaving to understand my country. My roots are here. Our story is written in the streets of America, built by the communities that made this nation." Applause broke out as Ivanka remained frozen, her composure slipping further with each passing second. The host nervously tried to steer the conversation toward unity and leadership, but the weight of Jasmine's words made his questions hollow. The dynamic had changed. The audience, once polite and expectant, now hung on Jasmine's every word. Ivanka's polished image looked small in comparison to the force of truth before her. Jasmine continued, clear and deliberate. "It's not about going somewhere else to understand my country. My people are here. Our story is in the communities that built this nation. I refuse to be made to feel like a guest in my own home." Her calm, unwavering tone pierced the studio. She didn't need to raise her voice or cast insults. Her power lay in clarity, in refusing to shrink. She leaned slightly forward, eyes locking on Ivanka. "This table, this stage, this nation, they belong to all of us. Not because of family names, not because of privilege, but because we are American. Every citizen deserves respect." The audience erupted. Applause filled the room with conviction. Some rose, clapping loudly. Others nodded, murmuring agreement. Ivanka's facade cracked further with every cheer for Jasmine. The host tried to speak, but the energy had shifted irreversibly. Jasmine didn't smile or gloat. She let her words stand on their own, firm and measured. She had not only defended herself, she had redefined the conversation. Her presence dominated the stage. The audience's attention no longer clung to Ivanka's rehearsed words. It followed Jasmine's steady command. She addressed the cameras, speaking directly to viewers at home. "We are all American. No one can claim a stage or a story based solely on family name or privilege. Respect is earned, truth is necessary, and every voice matters. This isn't about power, it's about accountability." The audience murmured, a low wave of recognition passing through the room. Some clapped again, softly this time, acknowledging Jasmine's poise and message. She leaned forward one last time, eyes firm. "This isn't just about one person. It's about who belongs and who has the right to speak. It's about claiming a voice in a nation built by communities, by everyday people, by those who have long been silenced. We are here, we are present, we demand to be seen, heard, and respected." The applause swelled. Ivanka sat frozen, her polished image diminishing under the weight of Jasmine's words. The host looked on, stunned. He knew the moment was no longer his to guide. The room belonged to Jasmine. The cameras captured it all. Faces of the audience showed admiration, reflection, awe. This wasn't a political exchange anymore. It was a statement. America belongs to everyone, not just those with names, wealth, or influence. As the show neared its end, one truth lingered. Jasmine Crockett had not just held her ground. She had shifted the narrative. She had turned a platform meant for performance into a stage for accountability. She had claimed respect, and in doing so, reminded everyone watching that belonging in this country is a right, not a privilege.